G'day guys, Mr. Minimalism here. Today we're going to cover off on a couple of half and tall kneeling pressing varieties. Now the benefits of half and tall kneeling work is that it can isolate the midsection by either going to a half kneeling or tall kneeling stance. So before we progress to standing, we look at developmental patterns. We start in a half kneeling, progress to tall kneeling, then go to standing to test our movement patterns and particularly things like presses. With the kettlebell, because it's such a complicated pressing movement compared to the barbell and being a single arm, we can really highlight any asymmetries or issues we could potentially have down the track in standing by going through half kneeling and tall kneeling. Now a couple of presses we'll cover off on today are the standard press in half kneeling, the bottoms up press and the waiters press. Now you can combine a mix of these between half and tall kneeling in the three types of pressing. Find out what seems to challenge you and work your way through them. Okay, so first up we just have our half kneeling standard press. We're going to get that belly into the rack position, counterbalancing with the other hand, squeezing the glutes, maintaining that lateral hip stability, not letting that hip pop out, pressing that bell up. And there we have it, guys. So obviously maintaining this nice tight hips and not letting the bell push you around, following that nice arc of the bell. Next up we have our bottoms up press. Now remember, like our standing bottoms up press, it's all about functioning the grip, keeping tight on the handle. Okay, so pressing onto that bell, making sure you get a nice solid grip. Once you got that grip, don't let those fingers go. Okay, up into the position and then pressing through. And there's your bottoms up work, guys. Finally, we go into a tall kneeling position and we're going to give a waiters press a go. Now the waiters press is great for lat activation as opposed to your bottoms up work, which focuses on rotator cuff and shoulder activation. Okay, so if you feel like your lat's not connecting enough in your press, you can identify any weaknesses through your midsection by going to a waiters press. Okay, so using the opposite hand, placing it into the palm of the other hand, setting yourself and pressing. There you have it, guys, a couple of tall and half kneeling pressing varieties to help boost your pressing ability, help identify any potential risk factors down the track for your overhead work. Thanks very much.